Wii Party is a really fun game, but what minigames do I like the most? I'm Mario Master 101, and today I'm going to be telling you my top 10 Wii Party minigames. Also, as a little side note, I'm only going to be counting the minigames in free play, so I'm not going to be doing battles, solos, proximity, challenge, or anything else. Just the minigames in free play. With that said, let's go! Alright, at number 10, we have Flap Hurdles. Basically, what you want to do is jump over logs and barrels. So what you do is you shake your remote a lot to do a longer jump and jump longer, and then you just flick it to be in the air for a little bit. So just look for that. Like, flip. And then shake the remote for longer. Also, if you get hit, you stop for a few seconds, and it can be really fun to see who comes out on top. And that's personally why I give it number 10 on my list. Alright, so number 9, we have Maze Maze. So what happens is you land on these platforms, and your controls actually get messed up. So you need to find out the right controls. Then what you do is you go to the next platform. And this minigame, the reason why it's at number 9 is because it's unexpected. You have no idea what your controls are, and top of that, with everybody not knowing what the controls are, you're gonna need to shake your Wii remote around, and it's just all around fun trying to see. So yeah, that's why this is at number 9 on my list. Alright, at number 8, we have Shifty Gifts. So if you're wondering, Mario Master 101, why is this number 8? Well, you have to carry boxes, it seems easy, right? Well, there's obstacles like wind and bicycles that end up messing you up, and then you have to then you have to try to balance them. Adding this with everybody else not knowing what you're doing, and it's honestly really fun. So for all the obstacles and stuff, and for it being very fun, I have to give it number 8 on my list. It's a really fun minigame. Alright, at number 7, we have Puzzle Pickup. So in this minigame, you need to try to find the puzzles and finish the puzzle. But the thing is, they're messed up, and you have to go down in order to see them. And then you have to put them on. But there's always 3, so other people can also put them on, so they don't always have to wait for you. So you're able to put puzzles while everyone else can also put puzzles, where it basically just becomes a run to see who can do it fastest, which is why I'm putting it at number 7. Alright, at number 6, you have Roll to the Goal. In this minigame, you play as a ball and you try to roll to the end of the stage. The thing is, though, there's multiple passes you can take, and they all take you to other places. So, counting it that you guys both don't know where the ball is, or where the paths take you, adding all that up, makes this minigame to be really fun to try to figure out how to go to the bottom and try to figure out who can do that first. So that's why it is at number 6 on my list. It's a very fun minigame. At number 5, we have Poppin' Pilots. And just like Roll to the Goal, there's balloons, and you have no idea where they're gonna be. So you have to go everywhere. And adding that up with the fact that the other person doesn't know, and you just want to try to get as many balloons as possible, makes this a really, really, really fun minigame that is more than worthy of number 5 on our list. At 5, we have Poppin' Puzzle and Can Poppers. I'm including both of them because they're basically the same. The only difference is one's a free-for-all and one's a pair. So basically what you do is a can falls and you want to hit the can, and that gives you points. And if the can touches the ground, then you lose points. This can be really fun trying to hit the can and seeing how much points you can get. And honestly, that's why it is personally at number 4 on my list. It's very fun. Okay, number 3 is Basket Bonanza. Do not worry, unlike Wii Sports Resort and the basketball that controls very bad, this controls really good. Basically what you want to do is get as many balls into a hoop as possible, and what I suggest is you throw, then your opponent throws, then you throw, then your opponent throws, and you try to get as much as possible. And it can be really fun trying to get as many in as possible and seeing if you can beat your score. That's why it's at number 3 on my list. Alright, so number 2 is Tippy Traverse, which is, in my opinion, the best pair minigame. So what you want to do is you guys go on paths, which are basically almost identical, except they're the other side. So what you want to do is try not to fall off, so basically you want to balance. If you fall off, you have to start over or reset to a check mark if you have that. And what makes this minigame fun is both of you have to put in the same amount of effort or else you guys are gonna fall. And that's honestly great to play. It's just a fun challenge. Because, you know, if you fall, luckily I got a checkpoint, so I was able to reset. But yeah, that's why this is at number 2 on my list. Very fun. Okay, there are way too many amazing Wii Party minigames, so we're having an honorable mention. That's on the subsea. This one is Spotlight Bright. Basically what you want to do is you get to the spotlight and there's one left, and what happens is each round one gets gone, and you want to try to get in the spotlight in order to win. It is a very, very fun minigame. So, yeah. Another honorable mention is Zombie Tag. Yeah, this is a lot of people's favorite Wii Party minigame. Personally, it's not my favorite, but I can understand why. So basically what happens is people turn into zombies, and the zombies try to chase you, and if you turn into a zombie, you can chase the other players. So this can be really fun trying not to turn into a zombie, and the other players also turn into zombies to go attack you, so they have to escape all of them to win. Another fun one is Pop-Up Bandits. In this one, you try to shoot the robbers, and it can be really fun seeing you can shoot more. Yeah, it's very fun, and unfortunately, though, this is something that you're going to need your sense bar for, so if you don't have your sense bar, you can't really enjoy it. But regardless, this is a really fun minigame, so yeah. Next up, we have Crash Balls. It's like Bumper Balls, but it doesn't end in a draw! Yeah! So what happens in this one is balls open, and then other balls fall, and to be honest, it's really fun trying to hit the other players, and eventually a hole even comes in the middle, so trying to avoid all this while pushing the other players makes for a very fun minigame. Another minigame is Friendly Face-Off. I'm not going to go into much detail because it's pretty much puzzle pick-up except different, but what you want to do is you try to make a puzzle of your me, and it can be really fun, so yeah. Another minigame is Pop Toaster. In this one, you try to pop as many balloons as possible, and it's really fun trying to see how many balloons you and your partner can pop in order to get points, because if you pop enough balloons on a present, then you get points for it, and it's really fun doing this. Another minigame is Hammerheads. What you want to do is you want to hit the moles. However, they can appear anywhere, and you might be far away from a mole, so you have no idea where the moles are going to be, and the other opponents might be closer, and also the other opponents can hit you. So adding all this up where you don't know where they're going to be at first, and the other opponents can hit you, and they might also be closer, but you might also be closer, leads to a super fun minigame, so yeah. Next, you have Tropical Punch. It's kind of like Hammerheads, where you don't know where the other players might have an advantage, but yeah. So what you basically want to do is you want to punch the other players in the water and make sure that they don't punch you, and if you can do that, then you win. This is a very fun minigame. Another fun one is Space Brawl. Basically, you want to attack the other players to get points. The controls aren't as good as other minigames, but it doesn't matter that much. It's still really fun. So basically, you hit the other players to get points. There's also items you can throw to get more points in, because then you'll hit more people to get more points in. This minigame is honestly really fun to hit as many people as possible, as many times as possible to get points, and it's really fun. So yeah. The last honorable mention is Balloon Buggies. So what you want to do is you want to hit the balloon. Personally, like Space Brawl, it doesn't control the best, but it's still really fun to try to get more balloons than your opponent. And like other minigames, you don't know where the balloons are going to be entirely, which makes for a really fun minigame adding up that you all try to get the balloons and you have no idea where they could all be. So, are you ready to know what number 1 is? Are you ready to know what number 1 is? I didn't hear you. Are you ready to know what number 1 is? Answer me! You're behind the screen! You don't have to beat anybody! You don't have to beat by anybody! Do you want to know what number 1 is or not? Tell me! Do you want to know what number 1 is or not? Whatever! You're not even answering antisocial! I'm going to number 1 anyway, okay? Jeez. Okay, in this minigame, it is called Back Attack. Number 1 is Back Attack. So what you do is you try to hit the other opponents, and this is very fun because you have no idea where the other players are going to be like other minigames. Also, there's tracks, and there could be anywhere. And what you could do is you could get these, and also get the other players. Then you might end up being by somebody that you don't even know. So then you have an opportunity to shoot them, which is gonna be hard for them. But at the same time, they can do the exact same thing to you. Which this minigame, like you can shoot them, and you can shoot the other players, and the other players can shoot you too. And it's just lots of chaotic fun trying to avoid getting in trouble, trying to shoot the other players, and that's why it's my personal number 1. Let me know your list. Did you love my list, or did you despise it? Let me know in the comments below, and I hope you have a wonderful day. Also, yeah, I forgive you for not saying if you want to know what number 1 is or not. Don't worry, I can forgive you. As long as you like, subscribe, notification bell, yeah, I'll forgive you. Alright, see you later. Goodbye!